is time for Mark Allen's Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Roxbury Truck Repair and by Phillips Iron and Metal. Joining us in studio today is Jack Nelson. Jack, good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
Good to have you in. Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
Were you a little nervous coming in?
Well, not real bad. So.
All right. We asked folks, people, if you want to nominate somebody for our hometown hero, you certainly can do so. Just let me know. You can text it or email it to me or just let me know. And Steve Dolan had brought up Jack Nelson, said, you got to have this gentleman on the air. He is such a hard worker, such a good man. So we wanted to find out something about you. Jack, tell us a little bit about where you born and raised.
Well, I guess I born and raised in Thief River here, just a few blocks away, and went to school in Thief River here, and after high school, I guess I went to work at Arctic Cat and been there while I was there until they went through bankruptcy and shut down there back in the 80s, and fortunately they started up again and went back there in 1985, and I'm still there. So
obviously enjoy your work or you wouldn't be there, would you?
Been a lot of fun. The product is great. It's fun. Just, you get to go work with toys.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, part of that too, you're very active in the outdoors and with the snowmobile clubs, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm president of the Fort Town Grigla Sportsman's Club, and been a member of the Snowdrifters in town here for since back in the 80s, both of them, I guess. Yeah. So
tell us a little bit about the snowmobile clubs. It's I think things have gotten better. You guys started to create trails, and I think it's gotten better over the years, hasn't it?
Oh yes. It mainly the trail system back here around here started up in the late 80s. There was some attempts at it earlier in the early 70s, but they kind of faded away when things kind of got slow in the business, and it's been moving along real good through the 2000, and we had a little slump here 5 to 10 years ago, but I think we're coming back again. I think it's going well, and we've been working with both snowmobile and ATV trails, so it's moved ahead.
Yeah, so. You know what? One of the things with trails in the winter is you got to have snow, and when we have a year like this year, makes it so much nicer, doesn't it?
This is great. We see people out and moving around again, and it's sure beats sitting in the house and watching TV. So,
how many miles of trails do you guys have?
Fort Town, we got about 150 miles of snowmobile trails, and then there's roughly 180 of ATV trails that are kind of loosely marked. Most of them in the Fort Town area are minimum maintenance roads and so on and so forth. The majority, anyhow, and we have some through the woods. It's a lot of places it's fairly wet, so it's not real good that way. But and then we also work with the Roseau Lake of the Woods Sportsman's Club up kind of out of Roseau Warroad area.
Okay.
We got the North Star Trail Alliance, so that's mainly with ATVs up around the Bemis Hill area. So it's working out nice. We're keeping things going, and
if you can connect all these, which it seems to work pretty good on the connection,
yes.
That means you can ride all over the place.
Yeah, you can leave town here and basically it's more in the Beltrami Island Forest that we concentrate on, but the snowmobile trails, they start in Thief River here and go north all directions. So,
do you guys run a groomer or a part of the trails, all the trails? What do you do?
Yes, Thief River Club. Now the Snowdrifters, we have our own groomer. I think it's about 65 miles that we have to maintain here. Okay. And then east of here, the Goodridge Club takes over, and then you get out towards Fort Town. That's the Fort Town Sportsman's Club, and we contract with Holtison Construction Company. They do our grooming for us, and do an excellent job there. And that goes east to Washkish, up towards Williams, or north up towards Williams, and then over and connect with the Middle River Group at Gatsky. So, and then on down to Goodridge, towards Goodridge too. So.
Yeah,
So-
it seems to be working real well, and I think you talk about the ATVs as well. We need those trails for these people too because they're looking for places to ride as well.
Yes, in fact, we've had a couple of successes here over the last couple of years. We managed to put together a little connector link up in the forest. We call it kind of the Dam 4 link. There's a dam that washed out on the Roseau River up in the forest, about 25 miles north of Fort Town. But we got that replaced here a number of years ago, and then there was a link that kind of, it was on federal land.
Okay.
So we ended up a little struggle to get that connection in, but we worked with our legislators, and we managed to pull that off, and actually they're working land trades between the state and the federal government. So that worked out good, and it's in place and being used in the summertime now, and then also the Moose River Dike. That's another one that was always off limits to ATVs because it's in a wildlife management area. And working with the DNR, they put together a pilot project. We've been asking for it for years, but so they've got a 2-year pilot project put together. Now we made it through the first year, and we'll see what happens next year. And that's open when it's open to vehicle traffic.
Oh, okay.
So.
And it's good when you can work with the DNR and or
Yes.
work with the government. I mean, if when things work out, it's good, and sometimes it's tough to do.
Yes, we kind of got turned down on it early on, and then we kind of started looking at our options, and people were asking for it, so we contacted our congressman. It was federal land, so we contacted Representative Peterson, and he went to work for us, and away it went.
All right.
We had a big ribbon cutting deal up here with all our legislators and DNR commissioner, and a very nice deal.
Yeah,
Had a little
it's
cookout
good when
out
it can
in the
work
woods,
out.
and
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So.
That's fantastic. Our guest today, Jack Nelson, on our Hometown Heroes program. We're going to talk with Jack here more, but I want to remind you, Roxbury Truck Repair is a truck shop, truck and trailer maintenance and repair. You can see them at Roxbury Truck Repair of Thief River Falls. And Phillips Iron and Metal. They accept all ferrous and non-ferrous metals, including but not limited to stainless steel, copper, brass, aluminum, lead, insulated wire, nickel, high-temp alloys, precious metals, etc. Whether you bring the material to us or we bring us to you, we provide quality service at competitive pricing. That's Phillips Iron and Metal. Jack Nelson, our guest today on the show. And Jack, the Grygla Fort Town Sportsman's Club, you're very involved with. Are you involved with many other things?
Well,
Is this kind of your main focus? Because it sounds like you're pretty not only adept at it, but knowledgeable on it and kind of very passionate about it.
kind of we just support the general outdoor recreation, and we've got a cabin at Fort Town, so we go up there, Jeannie and I, and enjoy the outdoors. And we got a little 25-acre piece, so we got a few trails in the woods, and it's just kind of one sense, it's another work farm. But
yeah. By the way, if you would mention your family, yes.
So Jeannie is my better half, and we've been together for a number of years now. We'll just let it go at that. So
Okay. All right.
That we're hate to admit to getting old, but
Well, then don't admit to it.
we're having fun. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, and again, the outdoors is when we need people to fight for the outdoors because years ago there was kind of a bad taste in some of the people's mouths for trail systems and trying to find trails to create something for the outdoorsmen. And I think it's gotten a lot better over the years.
Oh yes. We've been, the Sportsman's Club there. Actually, we've got a very good membership. We're actually run anywhere from 150 to 170 members, depending on the year. And we've got a good crew. It's really a lot of support, and we've been active legislatively.
Yeah.
We've
And
been
you
down
have
to
to
the
be.
Capitol
Yeah.
numerous times. Working with trail access and public land access, put it that way. So promoting outdoor recreation. So it's been quite a deal, and And our club, we do ATV safety training, youth training for ATVs, snowmobiles, and then also firearms safety. So,
okay. So very active. Yeah, it's not just trails here now. We've been talking, I know, a lot about the trails, but you guys are very active with other things.
Yes, yeah, just general outdoor recreation. So we've got, for the firearms safety, we kind of work with the Goodrich Group, and then also with the Pennington County Sportsmen, for firearms and stuff like that. We've gotten, let's call it forfeited firearms to work with. Okay. So, the clubs. And work with Pennington County Sportsmen out here. They have a place to store things, so that's fortunate there. So we work together and on materials that we need. So we do it generally. The firearms safety training is the week after Labor Day in the fall, and just when school is starting to get started again and get the word out. And good crews. So,
and I'm sure you'll be helping out here with the big Goodrich Grigla 500 race coming up.
That's coming up here in a week and a half.
Yeah,
so
you guys will be very active helping in that, won't you?
We're going to start signing tomorrow to get a jump on it. So have to get the guys together, and we'll start marking the route. We're still actually working on the route. That's another thing with the ice conditions on the local rivers. The Red Lake and the Thief.
Will you have to change your route a little bit then?
Yes. Yeah. We're officially off the river completely now.
Okay.
We were hoping to use it partially on the Red Lake, but as of last night, we had a meeting in Goodrich, and we're done with the water.
Decided, probably for safety reasons, right? You just want to
safety reasons. Probably cross it a couple places, but okay. That's minor.
Okay. So, well, the main thing is that we still have the areas to go ahead and still run the race, and that's what you guys are here for. So
the race is coming together good, and actually we had a lot of people out last year. It was great to see the commotion around the countryside. Again, this year, Lynn Hammer is going to have his Le Mans course out there on the Smiley Road.
Okay.
There will be concessions out there, and that's on Saturday. The Goodrich High School kids are going to be manning that.
Okay.
Hopefully a little bit of a fundraiser, and lots of activity going on in Goodrich. Both the 286 Snow Series kids races, that'll be going, and then there's also going to be a vintage snowmobile show there.
Okay.
So there'll be a lot of things going. And then Sunday, then we go towards Grigla and nearly out to Foretown. And out at Grandy Corner, west of Foretown, there'll be the gas stop there. Okay. There'll be some concessions there. That'll be the Grigla Junior Community Club. So there'll be a lot of commotion around the countryside.
It'll be a lot of fun. And we're going to, of course, be broadcasting live again this year, too. We had fun last year. We're going to do it again this year. So.
Oh, man, yeah. You guys did a great job last year. That was fun. That was really fun. You guys did excellent.
It was good.
Fun.
So a big weekend, and it's coming up next weekend, too. Jack, anything else you want to say before I let you go?
No, I guess on that race there, we are going to try to put together a little bit of a Le Mans just north of Grigla on Sunday also.
Okay.
A little course there 3 miles north and east.
Where some fans can kind of watch them come through then.
You'll be able to pull off in the field and park and along the road and stuff there too. So
that'll be just north of Grigla.
Yeah, 3 miles north and probably 3/4 of a mile east. So there'll be a little commotion there too. So
go ahead over there if you want to see them.
Get people out and have some fun.
Well, then you can watch them for a little while too, and that's what's the fun about it. All right, Jack, keep up the good work, and you're a great advocate for the outdoors and the trails. We appreciate it, and thanks for joining us on our show this morning.
It's always been a lot of fun.
All right, Jack Nelson, our guest today on Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Roxbury Truck Repair and by Phillips Iron and Metal.